Com, and it's not staying at someone's place. It's splitting a hotel room with a stranger, which, of course, has some people concerned. I don't know if that's risky or not. But when you think about it, if you stay at a bed and breakfast, you're staying in the home of a stranger. Mm-hmm. You stay at a hotel. Who knows what's lurking in the hallways? So let's speak to the founder, Nicolas Reille, who is in the north of France, and he is the founder of EasyNest.com. Nicolas, welcome to the Bob Rivers Show. How are you?
Thank you. Hi. Thank you for getting me on the show. And sorry for the delay. I'm very sorry about that.
That's okay. And you're in France.
Yeah, I'm currently actually traveling in France, and I got mixed up I couldn't get on a line to call you. Sorry about that.
No problem. So EasyNest.com takes a tiny commission, I understand, to hook people up who are staying in the same city. One of them has a room and wants to split the cost of the room with someone else, correct?
Yeah, actually, we're not exactly there yet. I mean, basically, our idea is exactly what you say, but for the time being, the service is free, and we just hook up together solo travelers for them to make, travel plans together. So basically on EasyNet for the time being, if you're solo travelers, if you're planning to go somewhere, and if you think that paying for double occupancy is too expensive, then you can decide to, find a roommate with you and go travel together. So we just, put in touch together like solo travelers.
Is there a box to check, kind of like there is on Facebook, as to what relationship status you want to have with this roommate? Like,
spooning.
Well, no, seriously.
That's a good question. That's a seriously good question.
I don't mean it because obviously there are sites for random people to hook up. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah. What I'm talking about is, can you check? I want someone quiet. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Those are things that will develop over time for sure. But for the time being, we just put in touch solo travelers. So what they can do, they can say, look, I want to travel to Paris, and I want to be in a nice hotel in the center of Paris. I don't want to commute with a hostel or with a two-star hotel in the suburb. Yeah. So who wants to get with me and share, a cool hotel room in the center of Paris.
So you plan that you put the dates and where you want to be. Yeah. You don't book the room until you find a buddy, and then you split the room, right?
Yeah, you can. It's pretty flexible. You can either just, be at the early stage of planning your trip and see if you can find a travel buddy, or if you are already, maybe you have already booked your room and you say, hey, why not splitting the cost?
Right.
And then, you can just discuss with the person, get exchange messages on EasyNest, maybe do a Skype or two and get to know the other person. And then if you feel comfortable, just go ahead.
Got it. And there are other websites, too. What's your favorite competitor? There's Couchsurfing.com. There's campinmygarden.com. Those are people that have people over to their houses. This is specifically about hotels, right?
Yeah, this is specifically about hotels because, what we see is that we see more and more travelers traveling solo. And there are many reasons for that. Maybe because, we get married later, maybe we get divorced earlier, or, maybe we are more often in between jobs. So it's difficult to always find a friend to go along with us and go traveling. So we target solo travelers, and what we realize that for solo travelers, actually, it's very expensive to go around because hotels charge for two. And so each time they stay at a hotel, they actually pay for two for double occupancy, and they are alone.
It's kind of a waste, yeah.
Yeah, so exactly. So it's a waste of space, and there is a huge inventory here of unused, space. So, and you can very easily at a hotel when you book your room, you say, look, I want two double beds or two beds.
And so right now it's free, and you're gonna, if it gets, because you need to build up a large amount of people using it, and if you build up a large amount of people, you will charge for it. How busy is the site right now?
We start to see some hotels here and there. We see some hotels in Barcelona. We see some hotels in Las Vegas. We see some hotels in New York. We see some. So we see some people starting to post some offers. What we think is that it will increase because there are so many ways you can actually use the site. Whether you're a solo traveler traveling for fun, whether you're going to a city where you have a conference and therefore all the hotels are fully booked. Whether there are many ways you can use the site.
All right, and you got some good PR, and so I'll just mention it in Seattle right now. If anybody in Seattle wants to post something, go for it. Yes, Pike.
Hey, Nicolas, I when I first heard about the site, I thought it just doesn't seem comfortable to me. But maybe I'm a little older than your average clientele. What age group of people do you find are using your site?
I mean, for the time being, it's quite well spread. So we don't have but I mean, yeah, it's people that are pretty much using, as you mentioned before, like couch surfing or maybe Airbnb. We like to see ourselves as, Airbnb for hotels and resorts, or let's say luxury hosteling. So people who have been doing, going to hostels for a very long time, and now maybe they want something a bit, to upgrade basically their travel style. And we see easiness as really like luxury hosteling.
You're traveling right now. Are you not only the president but also a member?
Can you sharing a room with somebody today?
Room with you?
I'm currently visiting my parents.
Oh, you're at your parents'
With
house.
his parents.
So I'm sharing
All right.
with my parents.
So you're a freeloader. You're the right kind of person.
Yeah.
All right. Nicolas Reille, thank you very much. From the north of France, it's Easy Nest. Is it Easy Nest?
Exactly, easynest.com.
All right. Thank you, sir.